musicals based on their paintings, and who made a guest appearance on The Love Boat. You'll find out who suggested that firing a gun was an acceptable method of attracting a waiter's attention, and who held orgies in his living room. Along the way, you'll encounter a few incompetent kings, a couple of corrupt popes, a horde of nefarious Nazis, and at least one notorious communist. Not all of the stories have happy endings, and you may learn that your favorite artist was an adulterer, a cheat, a cad, or worse. But one thing is for sure, you'll never view art the same way again. On your next museum visit, you'll entertain friends and annoy tour guides with the dirt on the illustrious artists whose artworks fill the galleries. With your new perspective on Michelangelo's nudes, Monet's water lilies, and Warhol's Marilyns, you'll be quick to contribute a witty quote to pretentious cocktail party conversation or add a scandalous anecdote to a boring term paper. Of course, don't let all the scuttlebutt get in the way of your appreciation of art. A person can paint like a master and still be an ass. On the other hand, knowing the trials and traumas that many artists endured can enhance your understanding of their ultimate success, and a biographical detail may shed new light on a confusing composition. In the end, maybe we should be glad most artists died of something other than boredom. Many of the best lived on the edge of chaos, where great art is born. Jan van Eyck, 1385 to July 9th, 1441. Astrological sign, unknown, but clearly with iconoclastic Leo tendencies. Nationality, Flemish. Standout work, the Arnolfini Portrait, 1434. Medium, oil on oak panel. Artistic style, Northern Renaissance. See it yourself, National Gallery, London. Quotable, Jan van Eyck was here. At first glance, the Arnolfini portrait seems unremarkable. It's a cozy domestic scene, complete with fluffy-tailed dog and dirty shoes. Only on closer inspection do the details come to life. The reflections sparkling on a chandelier, shadows falling on a carved wooden finial, cherries blooming on a tree outside. And when your eye reaches the room's back wall, you notice an ornate Latin script that reads, Jan van Eyck was here, 1434. It is a signature, one of the first artist's signatures in history. For a painter to draw such attention to himself was unprecedented. Artisans painted anonymously to the glory of God, and they didn't worry about things like shading, perspective, or depth. Then, out of the blue, comes this purely secular painting of a man and a woman with their dog. It has shadows, three-dimensional representation, and a signature. This painting wasn't just new. It was revolutionary. An artist by any other name. We don't know much about Van Eyck, except that he was born in Flanders, part of present-day Belgium, but give the guy a break. He was inventing the idea of the artist, and no one thought to jot down his biography. The first we hear of him is in 1422, when he was working at The Hague as court painter to the Count of Holland. In 1425, Van Eyck took the position of court painter and valet de chambre, a position of honor, to Philip the Good, Duke of Burgundy. Philip esteemed Van Eyck, sending him on diplomatic missions, serving as godfather to his children, and giving a pension to his widow. The Duke's records include a letter in which he chews out his staff for failing to pay the artist's